Take off your dress.
I thought you'd never ask.
Precious.
Welcome back to Bandwagon fans. I'm Jeff.
Jason here.
And Waylon.
And tonight this is our non-spoiler review for Red Sparrow, starring Jennifer Lawrence, Joel Edgerton, Matthias Schoenaerts, and Jeremy Irons. Directed by Francis Lawrence, based on a novel by Jason Matthews. So, Jason, initial impression of the movie?
Nothing special.
Nothing special?
No, very, very run of the mill. You know, you have a life, you lose it, you're desperate. You're forced to a situation, and you get put in a situation that you don't exactly care for, but you have no choice, type of thing.
Yeah, we'll do a quick synopsis of the movie. So, Jennifer Lawrence plays a Russian ballerina whose uncle is in, I think they were calling it the SVR, the Soviet, the Russian intelligence service, and after an accident, she ends up being recruited to be a Red Sparrow, which is basically a spy that uses sexuality or sex to extract information from their mark. And then the rest of the movie is her working over an American CIA agent while he's working on her, and the whole movie is a series of who's double crossing who.
Yeah.
If there even is a double cross going on. Waylon?
A well-crafted film. I didn't think it broke too much new ground, but it was enjoyable enough.
Yeah, for me, this is my kind of movie. These are the kind of movies that I usually check out on Netflix. I like the spy thrillers. I like Spy Game. So this is right up my alley.
This is the kind of books I like to read.
Yeah. Now, probably the biggest thing going into this movie that people were talking about was this is Jennifer Lawrence's first nude scene. So topless, and we got to see her bum.
Half topless.
Yes. Half topless. Maybe, yeah. Not really a big distraction for me. It was early on in the movie. What was surprising for me, and if you're not, what surprised me was the level of violence and the graphicness.
The one thing I appreciated about this movie is it wasn't the violence wasn't stylized. It was brutal. There was nothing romanticized about it.
No, not at all. It was shocking because I wasn't expecting it, but it was effective. It fit what was happening in the movie. It wasn't gratuitous in any way. And even the nudity, the sex scenes weren't gratuitous. They served the story, they served the character, and they served the themes of sacrificing for in this case for Jennifer Lawrence's mother, who was sick and was really the driving force of why she was doing what she was doing.
Weak driving force. Thank you.
You want to?
I mean, it could have been for better stakes. I mean, come on, her mom being taken care of. How about her mom's life or something, or somebody's life, or I don't know. It's been done better multiple times.
So, definitely. So, kind of an opposite. I guess Waylon's always in the middle. Yeah. Kind of an opposite from Annihilation. Did the violence? No?
It did shock me one bit, dude.
Well, it's not that it would shock you, but...
Well, I mean, it's to be expected. I mean, they want to get information out of her. The scene where the guy was just, I mean, I don't know if even this is a spoiler, but,
Well, we'll hold that.
The violence, obviously it's violence because, they're trying to, get information out of people, or they're trying to torture. It's like what you guys said, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
But again, it's just, this is a very, very run-of-the-mill movie. There's nothing special about this movie. Yeah, it's not even the best of its type. And it's very 80s. How many people were chain smoking in this movie? I mean, you could have called this movie Smokin'.
So because
that's all they did in this movie was smoke and rape and beat.
if I was gonna now on the plus side, for me at least, the suspense they maintain the suspense throughout the movie.
I'm not even giving it away, but I knew who the killer was way before this movie was over.
Okay.
No twist there for me.
Waylon?
Again, enjoyable enough, but this isn't a movie I'm going to revisit. I kind of thought tonally, like I was expecting more of like a Paul Verhoeven style erotic thriller from the trailers, but then like it was kind of going back and forth a little bit between playing that up and being more like a straightforward espionage flick. I don't know. It was a mixed bag. The performances are fine. The nothing about this movie is less than competent. But again, this is the type of movie I'll go to the theater, I'll enjoy, and then I'll probably forget about like not long after I see it.
Yeah.
And her Russian accent, man, horrible. And I'm a fan of Jennifer Lawrence.
Two lead actors, I'm a fan of Joel Edgerton and I'm a fan of Jennifer Lawrence. I like them both. And they were fine here, but this isn't going to be like a movie of theirs that I'm going to revisit.
Yeah. I probably will want to watch this again. It was this, like I said, this is the kind of movie I like to watch. I like psychological thrillers, probably more so than either of you.
But there was more violence in this movie than there was in Death Wish, which is kind of funny.
You're talking about the original Death Wish.
No, I'm talking about the remake that came out today too.
Yeah.
You
Which we haven't seen yet.
The original Death Wish, that's a product of its time. That has the 70s violence that I like.
Yeah.
That's
Again, I didn't dislike this movie. I didn't dislike anything about it, but it didn't really it
just
didn't really
seemed
knock
like
it out of
it
the
seems
park
like
for
one
me
of
either.
those movies from the 80s that they did like a ton of.
The one knock that I would have on it is in some ways it is misdated because it is like and I've heard other people mention this, it's like every 80s to early 90s Soviet Russian.
Yeah, me and Waylon were even like
in the beginning.
we're
I
gonna know
wasn't
if
quite
it's-
sure, like if this was like
I mean, the
KGB
phones finally
era or
gave it
FSB,
away. The phones finally gave it away.
The drab apartment complexes was straight out of like an 80s John Carr movie.
It felt like a movie made by somebody who only knew about Russia through Cold War movies.
Yeah.
That's the one knock I'll have on it.
Definitely.
It's like Red Heat, but there was no James Belushi.
Yeah. But for the
We needed
characters-
some Tom Arnold in this movie. How about that?
Yeah.
That would have made it better, right?
And for me, the suspense, it kept me on the edge of my seat, so I enjoyed it. If you like suspense, psychological thrillers, more character-driven movies, you'll probably find this enjoyable.
Watch True Lies. It's got Tom Arnold.
It's not even comparable with True Lies.
Well crafted, well acted, but to me, kind of paint by numbers.
Yeah. So, Jason, rating?
I don't know, 2.5 out of 5.
2.5 out of 5.
Just like the breast, there's only a half a pair of breasts in this, half of 5 stars.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a BB7. It's not a great movie, but if this is a genre for you, this is a very serviceable, above average movie in the genre. If it's not your kind of genre, you're probably not. You can skip it, catch it on DVD or on HBO or something.
It's not your flashy, Mission Impossible, Jason Bourne type.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little more grounded than that.
It's very, very grounded.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for the non-spoiler video. Stay tuned, and after you watch the movie, you can catch our spoiler discussion coming up soon. And thanks for. I'm Jeff.
Jason.
Waylon.
Stay on the bandwagon.